everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Megan. Welcome if you are new and welcome back if you've come back for another video. I'm so glad to see you over here, and today I'm going to be filming what's in my park bag video. So this is a video that I really love watching. I love seeing what everyone else takes to the parks, get good ideas. This is obviously more themed towards the current season, which is obviously as we're going into the Christmas season. So obviously I had to wear my new Triton's Treasures Christmas jumper. I absolutely love this one. I don't normally like buying white clothes because I am clumsy as hell and spill everything, but I mean, how can you not with this? And it's just so perfect. I love it and it fits gorgeous. Highly recommend their Christmas range, and tonight is the last chance to buy from their Christmas range actually, so by the time this goes live you probably will have missed out on them, but highly recommend for next year. So obviously I'm wearing a pair of ears. These are always the first pair of ears that I pack to go to Disneyland Paris. They are my 25th anniversary park ears. If you've seen my ear videos, which are on my videos, I've done the ear tag and my ear collection. I talk about these a bit more depth on them, but they are really close to my heart and I love them, and I always take them to the park, so I figure they're good for a what's in my park bag video. So my bag that I've got today is actually a new bag that's not quite made its way to the parks yet, but I'm really excited to use it. I usually use the Vans. I've got the Toy Story one, and this is about the same size. The only difference with this one is it has like side pockets for cups or water bottles, but I really don't like using them because I always feel like people can steal stuff. But if your bag gets too full with all the things you purchased, put your water bottle and your umbrella in there. Just chuck them out, it doesn't matter. Save the merch. But starting with the main section of the bag. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to open it up, and whatever I pick out, I'm not going to do it in any order. I'm just going to grab it out and see what we get. So let's go into what's in my bag. So before we go on what's inside the bag, what I have on the outside are these. Now these I don't go anywhere without now when I go to a Disney park. They are my ear holders. So they just clip on to the zip. You just open up, clip on to zip, and there it is. And to use them, let me show you. Here's one I prepared earlier. This is what they look like when the ears are on them. So you just open up the popper and thread your ears through, and that's how they go on. You can fit 2 pairs on these depending on the thickness of your ears. Sometimes you can fit 3 on if they're not particularly thick ears. But when you've got like the big puffy bows, they're a little bit harder to fit on. But I love having these, and the amount of cast members that have stopped me and asked where I got these because they really love them and want to get some. So these are actually from Sewn by Fairy. I will tag them down below, and I really love this style. So I know Ears Ever After does some, but her ones are on like a key ring, and the weight of my ears, I just worry that it's gonna like open my bag up, but also really love hers. Yeah, wouldn't go anywhere without these now, and I normally use the 2 at the same time to clip together and then interlock the zip, so it kind of locks your backpack. So I really like doing that because pickpockets are a thing in France. You get warned about them quite a lot, and I feel like doing this just adds a little bit of an extra safety measure because I feel like I'd feel someone faffing with my bag if they were trying to pickpocket me. So I like doing that as well. Next thing, so let's just reach in. Well, that's the first thing. So first thing I take with me is a water bottle. This one is from Typo and it's a bit battered from overuse, but it is a chili bottle, so it keeps everything nice and cold. So my technique is to steal the nice cold water from your breakfast buffet, and it will stay nice and cold throughout the day. So if you go in the summer, the what's the word? The fountains, like there's a fountain opposite Big Thunder's exit. There's one in the Pirates of the Caribbean queue line, which is really inconvenient when people stop there and it's like, move, I want to get to the queue. or when you're trying to stop there and have a drink and you're trying to not lose your place in the queue. I just think that's such an odd place to put a water fountain in a queue. Anyway, always have water, stay hydrated, people. So that's item number 1, or 2, because ear holders counted. Next thing, so this is something I have with me always, and it's usually a poncho, but for the purposes of this video, it is a waterproof jacket. Ponchos sort of take up this amount of space, so I figured this is going to be a good duplicate. It rains in France quite a lot, especially if you're going in the winter, but I tend to have a bigger coat in the winter. But I do still take a poncho, just so it's like an extra measure of waterproofness, because when you're dripping wet, it's horrible to try and dry off and dry your coat for the next day. So the poncho just keeps it a little bit extra safety measure. I normally buy £1 ponchos from Tesco's. They're brilliant. You can just use them and throw away. I buy like 5, 1 for every day. And you've only spent £5, whereas the ones in Disneyland Paris, though they are adorable, and they say Disneyland Paris, they're €11 for an adult. €11. But if you are cut short out in the rain, you can buy them in any shop in Disneyland Paris. Every single shop has the ponchos behind the desks, behind the tills, and you can ask them for a poncho. So if it's raining and you've cut yourself short, you've left it at the hotel and you don't want to get drenched, you can buy one, so you're not cut short. What have we got next? So most importantly, the next thing that I have is my purse. I have taken this purse on pretty much every last trip that I've been on, and the French people love it. They don't have Cath Kidston over there. So when I was trying to explain what it is to a French lady in one of the shops in Disney Springs, she was like, oh my god, it's beautiful, I need one. And I actually got her got a link up on my phone and wrote down a link for her to use to go and search for it, because she was that obsessed with it. I love this purse because it's A, giant, you can't lose it, and B, it is just so pretty. I won't show you all of the money in it, but the print on it's got, as you can see, mini shoes, but it's got Mickey and Minnie print on the inside. It's just adorable. I can tell you what print it is actually. It is the same print as this. It's this print on the inside. This is the Cath Kidston Mickey and Minnie cushion, and it's this print on the inside of the purse. So love that. But this is not something I bring to Disney. Next thing, what have we got? So the most important thing, well, second most important thing, your autograph book and pen. So I have a princess one and a princess pen, because obviously princesses. I'm a princess girl, heart through and through, as I'm sure you can tell from the pink surroundings. But yeah, I love taking an autograph book. I've never actually filled one up on a trip before. I've always had, in this one we've got September 2017, and then I think we've got, May 2018. We've got loads of different things in here. So we've got Moana, flick through, got Belle and Snow White. I met a lot of princesses on this trip. This trip was my 21st birthday trip. Stitch and Captain Hook. We love Stitch. That's fine. The best page ever. Look at that. Mickey and Donald Duck. It's our number ones. I love this. Now I'm going through a notebook, so I'm not going to do any more of this. If you'd like to do a full autograph tour, let me know. I have 3 full autograph books that I can go through with you. But I always have something with me for the characters to sign. I love that interaction. I think it's great. Right, next thing, what else have we got? So I take my straw pouch with me to Disney. I got this from Lottie Bound, so Lottie Does Disney, and it's like a collaboration with the Fun Impossible. And I have so many straws in here. I think I have a straw addiction. I've got loads. So they're also pretty. I got some this year at the Magical Market and could top up my straws. I think my favourite is this one, the purple and pink one. There you go, there's the colour. Just love it. It's really pretty. And then there's also this rainbow one, which we love. Yeah, and the good news about these, if you're interested in them, is they actually come with a little pipe cleaner, so you can actually clean them on the go, which is really good. Yeah, I always use my own straws, especially in COVID's like COVID climate, making sure that you're not touching gross things and the that's a face, isn't it, for YouTube? So I just feel like it's an extra safety measure as well, having your own straws, keeping everybody safe. Yeah, so straws always handy because you're always going to be drinking from like stuff, and I think in Florida it's going to be particularly useful when you get like the when you can get free water from the quick service locations, using your own straws. And I just love the pouch that they come in, super cute. Moving on, so what have we got next? Standard, an umbrella. I always pack a little one. I don't think I've ever actually used one in Disney, but it's always good to have a little one. Actually, I lie, I did use this. I used it on my trip in December 2018 with Danny. Yeah, we used that. There's a picture of us stood in the parade. I'll see if I can insert it actually. There's a picture of us stood in the parade, all like watching the parade in the rain, and this is behind us. It's a funny picture. I'll see if I can insert it. If I can, you will see a picture now. That moment when you realise you've just done like 5 minutes worth of talking and it wasn't even filming. Like, just... Anyway, so what I was saying is the next two things go hand in hand, and I don't go anywhere without them. And it is these two pouches. So anybody who knows me knows these pouches come with me wherever I go. I take a fair amount of prescription medication, so this pouch is full of medications that I'm prescribed or ones that help with my medical conditions. So this one really is my personal lifeline. And then this one is my little handy sort of first aid pouch. So this one has like pain relief, anti-inflammatories, plasters, tampons, mirrors, nail files, antiseptic wipes, burn cream, eye wipes, plasters, the whole shebang. I don't want to be cut short after I've like cut my finger in a queue and have to go and leave the queue and go to like first aid at Disney. Then you have to deal with like trying to talk French and say I've cut my finger, I need a plaster, or like you're just taking time out of Disney, aren't you, to go and get first aid help. So handy little lifeline. Don't bother first aid, stay in the Big Thunder queue, have a magical day, here's a plaster and move on. I try and always take Disney plasters too, just because why would you not? But anyway, first aid, always handy to have. And then the next thing that I was saying before my phone rudely cut off filming was the one thing that I think is probably the most important thing to take: snacks. Always have snacks with you, because you never know when you're going to get hungry. If you're in a 2-hour queue to meet a princess, or if you're like in a queue for Big Thunder, or if like you feel a bit shaky, or you need some sugar and you don't want to pay like €6 for a little cupcake, you've got some little treats with you. I normally pack some Quavers and like some Ice Gems or some Oreos or something like that to have in my bag, like little lunchbox snacks. Because when you're travelling on the Eurostar, there is no real baggage restrictions, and there's no like food or fluid restrictions either. So I like when I went in May and it was going to be really hot, I literally took a casket of water bottles because I didn't want to have to pay the prices for the water bottles at Disney. Oops. Yeah, so always have some snacks with you. Water bottle snacks, essential for survival really, aren't they? And the last thing that's in the main section of my bag, which isn't actually always in my bag, so it's a bit of a lie, but it is my pass holder. So I actually use a Cath Kidston kids coin purse in the Tinkerbell pattern as my pass holder, and I actually have a little clip on it. And I tend to wear things like denim shorts or jeans when I'm at Disney. So I just clip them like onto the waistband of my jeans so I know it's there. Again, it's a little bit of a fear of like being pickpocketed, because what I keep in here, it varies from trip to trip, but it always has these things in it, and it is my annual pass. Obviously that's essential. If someone that I'm going with isn't an annual pass holder, I always have their ticket. So this was from when I went with my dad, and we had our room key and his park ticket in a little like wallet for him to just scan and go. And then I always have my photo pass as well. So this is the one that you get with your annual pass. You don't get one on a lanyard, but I just put them together in my pass holder and jobs are good in. Another thing that I use my pass holder for is keeping these little friends handy. So this is actually a fast pass that I never got to use at Disney, so I decided to keep it. Basically the ride got shut down because of the rain, and it was quite late. As you can see, it was like 6 o'clock, and the park was closing at like 7. And oh my god, the storm, the rain, oh my god, it was ridiculous. So me and my dad decided, let's just make a run for it. So we sort of basically ran back to Sequoia Lodge and tried to get a dinner reservation at Hunter's Grill, and the guy on the like concierge desk was like you need to make a reservation, and we were like, but it's raining, we don't want to go outside. And he let us in for dinner. We had about an hour and a half wait, but we went back up to our room and just came back and was like, please let us in, and we had a table and it was fine. It was actually a really nice restaurant. Highly recommend Hunter's Grill. It's really good food. Basically you get the same food you get in Inventions, and it's just without characters. So it's like really nice food, just no characters, but it's really nice. But yeah, so I use my pass holder for all of these, and sometimes I do put whatever card that I'm using in there. I have, let me show you, for when I'm in Disneyland Paris, I have a Revolut card. So this is the bank, who it is. It's a really pretty card actually, it's all like holographic, but it is Revolut. And this is a travel card that I use for like just buying things out in Disney. The only thing that I've had in terms of trouble with this is it didn't work for the tolls. The toll booths going really didn't recognise a Revolut card, so I had to use my normal debit card, and I got like charged to use that, which was annoying, but not the end of the world. So yeah, just be aware of that if you're driving to Disney. Revolut cards and possibly Monzo's don't work on the toll booth. You have to use an actual like NatWest, Santander, Lloyd's, whoever you're with, bank account card. But yeah, so I really like using this as my pass holder. It didn't come with the clip. I actually bought a pass holder from Disneyland Paris when I first got my annual pass, like on a lanyard, and took the basically took the clip off of that, and that's why I have a Mickey Mouse Tsum Tsum on there, because it was a Tsum Tsum pass holder that I did buy. But I really like having this. Again, I've had loads of cast members ask me where it is, what it is. It's like a really nice pattern. Where did you get it? Because again, they don't have Cath Kidston. The only thing I would say about it is the zip. There you go. The zip does get caught every now and then, so you have to know the knack of how to open and close it. But yeah, really like using this, and it's really sweet and really handy to just clip on things. Highly recommend getting a pass holder, or even just like a coin purse like this to put all of your like cards in, just to use every now and then. It's quite handy. So moving on to the front pocket of my bag, this is where I keep like little handy things that I want to have like with me. So I normally have a packet of tissues, but I don't have any tissues to put in them at the moment. I normally buy like a packet of tissues to take to Disney. One thing that I do always take to Disney along with a packet of tissues is a packet of wipes. Now, you don't know whenever you're going to want to clean something, and obviously like currently you want to be cleaning everything, so I would probably take these and use them to literally wipe down everything before I touch it, like the bars on things. Like if you touch anything on the rides, you can use it to like wipe your hands, or like if you want to like the like lap bars, you can clean that to with them, so things like that. Or if you're like picking up a tray off of like a quick service, you can use wipes to clean things. So basically currently I think it's really useful, but I always have some with me just in case you get like sticky fingers or something like that, or you want to wipe a table if you're going to eat at a quick service. Just general cleanliness really. And speaking of that, I also always have with me a hand sanitizer. This one is the Soap Collective Minnie Mouse soap, and it is really pretty. Let me try and it's really sparkly, and it smells literally amazing. This one smells like Snow Fairy from Lush. It's just lovely, and I really love that they pack them with clips. Not many hand sanitizers do that, but you can like clip it onto your bag or something. So even if like current situation with COVID, if this is clipped on your bag, you don't even need to touch your bag. If you think you've got dirty hands, you can just squeeze this. It's amazing. But one thing I would recommend, using your wipes to wipe your hand sanitizer bottle, because this is what you touch when you have dirty hands, and no one ever thinks to clean it because it's the bottle. So this is actually germ central usually, but highly recommend these, and I love the bottles. I'm probably going to fill it up again when I use them, but highly recommend Soap Collective. They're really good size and their products smell incredible. Okay, the next thing that I always have is a hand cream. This one is one that I got from my beauticians. It's just a little herbal body moisturizer. Really like it, and it smells incredible. It always reminds me of having my nails done because it's what they put on your hands when you have a manicure. But yeah, this is just a little hand cream that I have. I normally have like a Body Shop one or something with me. Just something really nice and to moisturise your hands if you're cleaning them a lot. You're going to get dry hands. And the last few things that I keep in my front zip is a lip balm and also a lip gloss. So I say lip gloss, this one's a liquid lip. This is the NYX Soft Matte Lip Creams in the shade London. It is the one that I wear mostly when I'm at Disneyland Paris because it's a really nice neutral colour, and it just doesn't, it means your lips don't look washed out. Because have you ever found when you put foundation on, your lips just go completely white and like there's nothing you can do to make them look better other than put a colour on them? Like, this is the colour that I really like using for that reason. But yeah, so that's that. So the other thing that I actually keep with me when I'm in Disney is a hair tie. So I nearly always tie my hair up before a ride. My friend Fran that I go with a lot, she'll tell you every single time we're in the queue for Big Thunder, my hair is up. I am ready to go. Because I've had a few pictures on the rides where I've got quite long hair, and the pictures on the rides are literally my hair like this, and you can't see the people behind me because my hair's in the way. So I've taken to tying it up when I'm on a ride now, so having a scrunchie is essential, and making it a Disney one is even more so. This one is the Velvet Princess scrunchie from Rainbow of Imagination. I know I talk about her shop a lot, but Janet is A, one of the loveliest people I've ever met, B, her stuff's amazing. Like, this one is super stretchy, and I wish you could feel how soft it is. It's so soft. And it's got Aurora, Snow White, Jasmine, Ariel, Rapunzel. It's got all the princesses on, all Cinderella's there as well. I think there's a little bit of Belle somewhere, but I think she was actually cut off. Poor Belle. Oops. Janet just like decapitated. Yeah, there you go. There's a bit of Belle's dress. That's what you got, Belle. But yeah, so I have a scrunchie, and obviously if I was to go to the parks currently, I would make sure I have a mask with me. So this is something that we're all going to need for the foreseeable future, and this is the one I actually wore to the Magical Market, and it is super comfortable. Like, although it's a little bit frayed now, it's really nice and comfy. I love how stretchy whoever made this made the ear straps. Like, I love how long they are. I have no idea where this one's from, I'm afraid. This is one I just picked out to demonstrate that we'd all take a mask with us. This one came from the lovely Hannah at the Magical Market. I will tag Hannah. I will obviously tag everyone that I've spoken about in this video. Let me know what you take with you to the parks. I love watching park bag videos and seeing what everybody takes. But yeah, that's everything that I tend to take with me to Disneyland Paris. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and I would love it if you subscribed and hit the notification bell down below to join me for all future videos. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!